Hey y'all, it's Lex. We're gonna do a reading on what you're not seeing or noticing about yourself. I'm gonna do it by modality, so like cardinal. Then I'm gonna do mutable signs. Then I'm gonna do fixed signs. You can watch it for whatever placements you feel it may resonate for. If you don't know, cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, Libra. Okay. Mutable signs are Gemini. Goddamn. Okay, Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, and then fixed signs is Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. Amen. So think about where you have those placements and what are you not noticing about yourself in those areas. Okay. So let's start off with cardinal signs. This is going to be Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra. For your Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra placements, what are you not noticing or seeing about yourself? Okay. Okay. So Spirit is saying how you can be acting, how you're acting in a cardinal nature. Like, what are you not noticing about those placements? Let's see. The Queen of Swords. You might be very mouthy. You could have one of these signs in your third house, 11th house, 7th house, 3 of Cups. The way you talk about yourself in relation to other people, like groups of people. So maybe it's like you might be the person that's like, I'm not the favorite friend, or people like people more than me, or like I'm not going to be the first one chosen. What you're also not noticing about yourself is how abundant you are, the how capable you are to create a certain amount of abundance or like prosperity, winnings. I just heard somebody might be wanting to play the lottery, and those placements are going to help you like decide how you should play the lottery. Strength, something related to your ego. Yeah, how you come off, how you think about yourself. They just say how you play with yourself, like maybe you're playing in your own face, like, okay. What you're not noticing about yourself, how much more relaxed you need to be. How you need to chill. I always say cardinal signs are so like rah-rah to me. When people are like, which signs would you get rid of, what zodiac signs, I'd be like cardinal signs. Like, no offense, y'all. I'm like fire signs and cardinal signs because y'all are just so like much. Like, relax, babe. Relax. I'm also seeing or hearing like to embrace the cardinal side of you, like embrace the fire. It's like you've been trying to put out your fire with a little bit of water, and it's like, no. You either need to tame yourself with this strength card, you need to tame yourself like fully, or like embrace the fire, learn from it. And I'm also hearing like how I was saying, like, you might have a smart mouth, or you might be somebody that like snaps at people a lot. It's like you use your words as fire. Like you use your words to like not just cut people but burn people. And you could be using that to like teach people, to inform people, to educate people. Okay. 3 of Cups. Again, with this 7 of Cups. It's like how I was saying, you don't feel worthy of certain partnerships or connections, or you feel like other people are getting put before you. That's all an illusion. Like, that could also be a thing. Maybe you have like Neptune in a fire sign, or like Neptune in a cardinal sign. So it's like you are constantly thinking something that is not true, and then you kind of like expand it, like how fire spreads. You kind of expand it. What you don't notice or see is that you do have some type of justice coming in relation to your abundance and how you're supposed to be gaining things or like getting things. But I'm hearing also your mouth is something that holds you back from that. Not just because you're speaking it into existence, like maybe speaking something into existence, but also because maybe the way you talk to people or like the way you interact with other people, it like runs them away. Your ego runs them away, or like certain things you say kind of off-puts them. Yeah, Spirit saying, so how I was saying you need to relax. Spirit saying you need to relax so that you can have more clear insight. You can have more like, it's like, I'm thinking of like word vomit, like somebody that just like spits out shit and they just saying anything. Like, if you would just take a second and relax, like sit back and not just like spew information, or like spew whatever you're trying to say. It's like you're one of those people that always need to get the last word. And if you just relax and think about what you want to say before you say it, or sit in your emotion before you say something, you might realize you feel different than you would have originally like came off, if that makes sense. I'm getting the idea of like, say you order food and it's nasty, not nasty, but like you order food and it's like something that you perceive is going to be wrong with it, and you go telling the waiter what's wrong with it before you even like tasted it or before you even like sat down and try to enjoy it a little bit. But if you just relax, like, you might actually get a result that's better than the result that you expected or wanted. You could have a retrograde Mercury or a conflicted Mercury. I'm saying it because I'm starting to like lisp or like stutter over my words. So it's like maybe because you feel like you have a stutter or a lisp or like whatever the speech impediment thing may be, you need to like get your words across so people can. I'm also hearing like tics stutters. Like you have some type of like speech impediment, or you had to go to speech therapy when you were younger. Like it's because you feel like if you. I'm also hearing with a parent, like you weren't able to speak up to a parent or like a authority figure. You feel like you need to get your words out quickly before the other person can like try to invalidate how you feel, what you say. So you just like spew it out, or like you feel like it's better to speak up for yourself than to not speak. But I feel like it's better to like sit on your thoughts, sit on your emotions, and then speak when it's like appropriate. Okay. The Empress that I want. It's like like the Empress, like, but the Empress is right under the Nine of Wands. So it's like you're fighting to be this like authority person, or this person who's like respected, or this person who like people won't walk all over. Like you want to be seen as a person who people like value. They respect your opinion. They respect what you have to say. They respect how you feel. But it's like you're kind of going about it in the wrong way. Like instead of like gracefully speaking to them and asking them or like explaining to them how you feel, you're like just cussing them out. Like, you know, this could be with your family. This could be something that you got from your family, something you learned from your mother. I just heard, because maybe your mom's like feisty as well. But this is something you're going to successfully be able to get out of, because it is draining you mentally. It like drains you to have to have those arguments with people because you're putting out that negative energy. Like, who wants to sit and argue with somebody all day? Like, no man. But I feel like it is something you're working on, maybe you will be working on, or something you need to work on. It reflects your confidence. It reflects how you feel about yourself. It shows people how you feel about yourself, like especially partners. I'm getting like romantic partners. Even if you're not doing this to them, which I would almost be willing to bet that if you're doing it to other people, like if you're doing it to like your family, you're getting it from your family, you're doing it to your friends, you're doing it to your partner, you're doing it to yourself. Like the same way you're talking to other people, you're talking to yourself. Okay. Yeah, it's like you're reaching, it's like your spirit's saying like you're reaching for respect. Like rather than just being and naturally like confident people that people can't help but respect, it's like you're reaching for it. Like you're trying to force people to respect you. It reminds me of my mom. Like when I was younger, she used to always tell me like if I did something wrong, she would like make me apologize. Like she would tell me I owe her apology. She would like give me the silent treatment. Like it feels kind of like that. Like you're reaching to force somebody to respect you, or force somebody to like you, or want to give you a certain amount of respect, rather than just like being a respectable person. Okay, does that make sense? I really hope it does. I hope this helps you understand more about yourself and things that you are not noticing about yourself. If you would like personal coaching, the links will be in the description. Thank you for watching. Bye. Okay, mutable signs. So that is Virgos, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Wherever you have these placements in your chart is going to be where I'm telling you, or for what areas of life I'm going to tell you what you're not seeing or noticing about yourself. Okay. You can feel free to watch all 3 piles for whichever placements you want, or just watch this if you're watching for like your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, XYZ, elemental P. Okay, so the song that's on is Sugar Sugar by Baby Bash, and I'm getting that what you don't say about yourself is how fly you are, like how gifted you are, how like talented you are. I did just do a reading about untapped gifts, talents, and abilities, so maybe go watch that. I don't know which one of these is going to be at first, girl, but I'm feeling like to tell you to go watch that. Okay, so mutable signs, what are you not seeing or noticing about yourself? I'm also hearing how smart you are. I really feel like Spirit is just going to be hyping you up in this reading. Like, okay, Chariot, you don't see the things coming towards you, the good things, the blessings they say coming towards you. You don't see how the universe has your back. Even karma, I'm hearing, has your back. Like, if Saturn or like some type of like, so I look at like Saturn, Chronos, the devil, all of them are kind of like the same energy. It's Saturn, or like like I want to say Eshu, not Eshu, maybe Shango. No, Shango doesn't relate to Saturn, kind of. But it's like if any of like your ancestors, deities, like gods, whoever, whatever is you're connected with, I just heard interconnected with, even if they're teaching you like some type of hard lesson, it's just like they're still working on your side. And I remember one time I set that intention, like even people who mean even people who think they're doing me harm are helping me. Like, everyone is working in my highest good. So that's kind of how you have it. Like, even if you didn't set the intention, what you don't notice is that every single thing works in your highest good. Okay. What you're not noticing is that you might be tripping about something. I just had a relationship, like a playboy. Like, there's a player that you're caught up on that you just don't need to be. You don't see how this is messing with your ego or messing with, I just heard, your family relations, your children, if you have children. So, like, a relationship you have that you're paying more attention to than your children, I just heard, or like, I'm feeling that. It's like a lot of cards that keep flipping out at once. I don't like to take so many cards at once. Okay, thank you. One card. You don't have to throw the card out like that. That was so rude. Okay, what you're not noticing about yourself. The new beginnings that you're on. The, like, okay, I'm hearing like a novice talents. Like, even if you're not like a complete, you're not a complete beginner, but you're not very experienced in something, but you're not noticing how well you're doing even with that, like, a little bit. You're not noticing Spirit is trying to talk to you about something. There's some type of insecurity that you have within yourself that Spirit is trying to get you to recognize or see, especially like how I was talking about, like, the universe, like the world, Gaia, Earth, Saturn, Chronos, like those type of energies are trying to get you to realize some type of insecurity about yourself. So if it's like, let's say you're going through, when I say the world, I mean like people, like other people. So let's say other people are treating you a certain way and it's making you feel insecure. They're trying to get you to see that you're insecure. Like, they're treating you how you treat yourself. So yeah. There's also a thing with how I was saying you have blessings or like gifts, not gifts, like maybe gifts coming in. Spirit is saying like you need to relax and allow those things to come in, like be in a receptive energy where you're not out like go getting, but more so like letting things come to you. You could also not be seeing that there's some type of contract that you're a part of, or some type of like agreement that you're a part of. Maybe it's with your work, like with your job. It's like, what is it called? Like, not unwritten. It could be something unwritten, like an unwritten contract, like a spoken contract, or like the fine print. That's what it's called. Like, there's some type of fine print that you're missing, or that's like malicious, or that could hurt you in the long run if you don't catch it now. I'm also hearing in regards to like a bank account that you signed up, or some type of account, something that you signed up for. It's like some small print that like you didn't read it, or like, you know how sometimes you just like, the terms of service is long as hell and you're like, I'm not reading this. So you just scroll and you click agree. Like, you agree to some terms and services that might be like negatively contracted, or like if you, it's like there's some type of loophole. I'm feeling like there's some type of loophole that can get you out of it, but you need to figure out the loophole now before the thing happens. So like, it's like in case this ever happens, I know my loophole out of it. It doesn't have to be with that specifically, but that's just what I'm getting, like with a bank or some type of literal contract that you agree to, or like a website, terms and services, something like that. So about that partner, or like the person, like I was saying, the playboy, it's gonna be someone that just like drags their feet and takes their time. Like, I'm thinking of like one of those, like, you know, the movie guys, and like this, like, I don't want to say dumb blonde, but like the dumb blonde typical guy in a movie, and he's just like blah blah blah, and it's like he's like, you can tell he's in love with the girl, but he's just like so slow about it. Like, he's just so like oh I don't know, like da da da. Like, it's like one of those type of people that you're like caught up in, and maybe you shouldn't be, because you like deserve more of that. You deserve more divine connections or higher connections. I just heard this could be somebody that you're manifesting. This could be somebody with options. Like I said, they're a player. They're a player. You could be a player too, though, but you deserve somebody to do better, go deeper, do more. Someone who have boundaries. I just heard like respectful boundaries, so they're not like, you know, just being loose and a hot mess. Okay, what you don't see is the work you've been doing on yourself is going to lead to that relationship, like lead to the relationship that you deserve. 5 on the Klizak. Okay, hold back your energy. I'm hearing to be modest. I'm getting like Virgo. I think this is mutable, so like Virgo, if you're a Virgo specifically watching this, I just heard like be more modest, or you deserve someone who is modest, is not just gonna give it all up. Amen. Not to you, not to nobody, because they respect themselves. Okay, someone that's gonna invest in you, put in time. Virgo again. So like I said, being more modest, someone that's gonna be to themselves, like be okay being to themselves and left there with you. And I know that let's not say it like that, because I feel like the way I just said it came off as like, no, I don't mean it like that. I mean like, but just someone, if you are in a relationship, I don't mean like some random ass person like that you don't really have a relationship with. But I mean, like, if you're in a relationship, you deserve somebody who's gonna like only want you, if that's what you want. Like, if you only want monogamy, then you deserve a person who's gonna give you that. Eight of Cups. You might not be seeing how, I just heard detached. For some person, I heard emotional, like how emotional you're being about a situation, but then also how emotionally detached you may be. Like, you may think that you're like, you literally may think you're ready for a certain type of relationship or a certain type of love, and you're just literally not. Like, you're emotional in a sense where it's like, I feel like I deserve this, or I feel like I want this. Like, it's been like a Scorpio emotion, like a very fixed emotion. So maybe go watch the fixed signs. But you're still very like standoffish to emotion. Like, you think you want to be loved, but your partner try to hug you and kiss you, or like try to give you love, and you're like, puke. What is this? But you are manifesting love towards you. There could be something you're not noticing or you're not seeing, that the love is actually coming towards you. I'm hearing you already have people in your energy, but maybe you're not counting them as like qualified prospects or like suspects. Not suspects, what is it called? You know, subjects, whatever it is. Like, you're not seeing them as people that you would actually date or want to be with, but maybe they are people that are giving you attention. So like, it's like your manifestation is happening in some way, but not exactly. I'm thinking of birds before land. Like, you see some things happening, but maybe it hasn't landed yet. It's not exactly what you want. Okay, Spirit's saying that's it for immutable signs. I hope this resonates. If you would like coaching on any of these topics, I just heard some of you specifically need coaching on your relationship, or like how you're manifesting the relationship, so you can avoid like I just seen the Tower card. So like, avoid a tower moment of like, maybe you're manifesting a person, but you're not ready to be in a relationship, or like, you're not ready to share space with someone, share your world with someone or her. So yeah, if you like personal coaching, there's going to be links in the description. I don't know why I just felt the need to say my name is Alexis. I don't know if you don't know that, if you don't see the name at the on the thing, my name is Alexis. But thank you for watching. I hope this resonates, and subscribe, leave comments. Thank you, love you, bye. Okay. Who are you on? Fixed signs. This is Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. This is going to be what you are not seeing or noticing about yourself. If you would like, you can watch the rest of the signs, because I'm doing this for chart placements where it resonates for you. But if you're just watching for your sun sign or like your moon sign or whatever, watch this one. Okay, so I'm also hearing to this is going to relate to your 12th house. So maybe you have one of these places in your 12th house, or figure out which sign you have in your 12th house and go watch that one, because the 12th is like unseen, things that are hidden, not seen. So that could give you some insight if you look at that modality. Okay. So what you're not seeing is how poised you are, how like I'm hearing like uppity, not really uppity. I'm not feeling this in a bad way, but more so like how people see you, like how you come off, like your classist. Maybe you come off as classist, or you like, people may perceive that you come off as classist, like because the way you dress, the way you walk, the way you talk, like the things that people see you with. You might drive a really nice car, I just heard, so people assume that you're like of a certain class, or like you look like a certain class, even if you don't think you are. I'm thinking like somebody who like drives an older Benz or like an older car, but because of the label on the car, people think that you have a certain status. Yeah, people just see you as this like really relaxed person, or this person that they can like I'm hearing benefit from. Like, exchanging gifts is the card that's also like, people think that if they give you something, that you will be able to give them something back. So like, maybe you just literally look like a very wealthy person. I just heard some people think they can get over you. Some people think you're asleep. I don't know if this is how it's relates to like you not noticing about yourself, or maybe it's like because you're not noticing it, you're kind of like it's kind of slipping through the not slipping through the cracks, but it's like you're not noticing it about yourself, and so other people are like kind of taking advantage of it. You don't realize how connected to the universe you are, how fated certain things in your life may be. So you might be guided to just like take a trip to a random store, but it's like a fated event. How fate works in your favor. Yeah, so the Orphan card came out with poised. I was saying like, people see you as maybe at a certain status, or they see you like in a certain class, and it may be because you feel like nobody's paying attention to you, or like nobody like recognizes these things, but they definitely do. So maybe this is just something you're not seeing about yourself. How privileged you look and how privileged you are is what they're saying. you're not noticing how connected you are. Like, you might be getting like certain synchronicities about stuff, like seeing angel numbers, or like, oh my fucking god, seeing angel numbers, or like certain things, and you don't realize like what it means in relation to like your journey.